Hi everyone. Today we're going to go through a very beginner strength training circuit. I'm going to use one pair of light weights. I'm using 5s. You could also use 2s, 3s. You could use a pair of ankle weights, or you can even go no weight if you're really at the very beginning of your strength training process and you're just trying to move your body. So this workout is great if you're brand new to strength training, or maybe you're recovering from something, maybe you're feeling like you have a lot of weight to lose and moving around is really difficult. This would be a great place to start. If you do this workout 3 times a week for a month, you will be in a new body. You will be ready to move on to some harder stuff. So great place to start. We'll take it easy, gently. I'll explain everything and explain the form well. And yeah, just bring your effort. If you need to stop somewhere along the lines, pause me, come back, but keep moving. We're gonna do one full circuit. It's 7 exercises long, and we'll do it twice, and then you're all done, okay? We're gonna start on all 4s and starting with a row. So grab your dumbbell and place it underneath one shoulder. So you're gonna have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, navel to spine. So think about just compacting, activating your core a little bit. And we're gonna exhale, row, inhale, release. As you row, the elbow comes just past the rib. You're thinking about keeping the shoulder away from the ear, so you don't want to row up like this. We don't want to scrunch the neck. Leave yourself lots of space there. And we're trying to activate the muscle that runs along the back of the rib, okay? And also the muscle that is responsible for moving the shoulder blade to the spine. So that's your rhomboid. And the one along the rib is your lat. So lats and rhomboids, really important posture muscles. And for this exercise, we're doing about 10 to 15. Exhale to row, inhale down. I'm gonna do one more here. Good, and then just take that dumbbell to the other side. So the side that is not moving, my hand here, my right hand that's under my shoulder, you want to think about keeping that elbow a little bit soft so that the lat on my right side is also working alongside the core to stabilize, okay? And if you're working the muscles well on one side, the muscles on the other side will work better. There's this big interconnectedness in the body when you're strength training that you become more aware of over time as you move along. Okay, we're gonna flip over onto our backs and we'll do a really classic core exercise. So the classic crunch is just curling up and moving back down. And you're basically moving your rib cage toward the pelvis. So we're gonna brace deep core, hands behind the head, stay up in the static crunch, brace the core, keep the pelvis stable, and then sort of tuck your chin down toward your chest. Exhale and lift one leg at a time up to tabletop position. Okay, you wanna try to keep that 90-degree angle on the leg. Don't shorten it to come in like this, because then you'll be using your hip flexors. We wanna use the abdominals to get a nice strong lift. And your foot should be just a little bit above the knee. And that's gonna challenge your core a little bit better. It'll help you turn on your deep core layer with your transverse abdominis. I'm not gonna be doing exact numbers today because I'm talking you through the form, but about 16 to 20 of these. Okay, we're gonna move back onto all 4s. And now that we've turned on your core a little bit, we're gonna get the glutes. Okay, so core, glutes, lats, most important muscles to train in the body. They really need to interconnect for proper biomechanics everywhere else. So we're gonna think about lats, core, glute, lift one leg and extend it back. Inhale to bend the knee forward, exhale to kick it back. Brace your core. So we're contracting that glute when the leg is extended, and we'll do about 10 of these per side. Good, and we'll switch sides. So again, this one could be very easy if you're not thinking about it at all, and if you're not bracing the core and bracing the lats. But you'll concentrate the work better when you do. So integrate core, glutes, and lats. I'm gonna do one more on this side. Okay, now grab your weights, and we're gonna go into a lateral raise. So this exercise is for the delt, okay, this round shoulder at the top, round muscle at the top of the shoulder. Elbows a little bit bent. Exhale to pull out to the sides. If you lock the elbows, then the weight is gonna sit in that elbow joint, and it's not comfortable and it's not great for your joints. So we wanna keep a slight bend so that the load sits in that delt muscle. Good, you can stop there. Now we're gonna stand up. If you can, step one foot forward, load your glute to stand. If you need to, you can put the weights down and stand up first, and then bend down and pick them up. We're gonna go into a suitcase squat. So this is a nice classic squat. The weights, you're gonna imagine that you're picking up heavy suitcases in an airport. So bracing your core, bend down, and then exhale to pull them back up. Notice that the spine is very straight, okay? Straight spine, weight in the heels, and a really nice core brace. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not lifting the chin up like this. 9, keep it tucked in. 10, let's try 2 more. 11, good. Okay, and we're gonna move into an overhead press. Knees a little bit bent. Whenever you're doing upper body work, always still think about your core, glutes, and lats, okay, to support the joints. We'll start with palms face forward at the ears. Exhale to press up in an A frame, and then inhale back down to the ears. Okay, so lats are working here. You're training your core as you push overhead. So think about drawing the navel in, keeping the ribs down, because what the body sometimes wants to do is this. Wants to lock the knees, arch the back. So we're gonna stay very still and stable and supported in the middle and lower body. That will lead to better shoulder mechanics. Let's do 2 more here. Good, you can put your weights down. We're back into another lower body exercise. We're gonna go into a split squat. Okay, so this is a classic stationary lunge. You're gonna think about weight in the front heel, and the back heel is lifted off. Shoulders away from the ears, sternum open, okay, chest open, core strong. Inhale, bend both knees to lower. Exhale to come up. Inhale down, exhale up. So I'm trying to push up mostly with the heel of my front foot versus the back leg. That back leg is going to want to do all the work, but just think about it. Think about your core and your front glute, the glute of the front leg working. That's your bum muscle. Inhale, exhale about 8 to 10 per side is a good place to start. Good, and then we'll switch sides. Okay, so chest is open, shoulders down. I'm thinking about my front glute. Inhale, exhale. It's worth noting, you might feel this one the most in this quad, okay? So in the thigh that's behind you, versus that front glute, but try to think about this guy, okay? They don't kick in as readily, the glutes usually, as the quads do. The quads just are called upon more frequently in life, and our glutes are sitting a lot. So, good, that's it. So they're used to kind of sitting out, and we need to use a little more brain to get them active. Okay, we're gonna repeat that circuit one more time. I'm gonna talk a little less this time so we can just focus. Okay, so grab the dumbbell and we're gonna go back to that quadruped row. So hands under the shoulders, exhale to row, inhale down. This is 7, and we'll go to 10. Good, and we'll switch sides. I don't have a door to my studio, so the doodle comes in whenever she wants, but she usually just curls up in a corner. She's very used to this when I'm on my Zoom calls with clients. Great, so we're gonna flip over back into that crunch with march. Sort of a static crunch because you're not crunching repeatedly. So hands behind the head, pelvis is stable, just kind of check in. And then we're gonna curl, tucking the ribs toward the pelvis. Okay, you should feel a little brace here. And then exhale, thinking about activating the muscles to change the load of the leg, right? Leg position changes, abs adapt. Also, the weight of your foot vis-a-vis gravity is challenging the core. So nice brace. Peeling the shoulder blades off the floor. Kind of lean into this one a little bit more. Core is very intentional. The more that you're leaning into it, the more you're gonna get out of it. You don't wanna kind of just feel like you're being dragged along by the exercise. Feel like you are really in the lead. We'll do one more on each side here. Good. And then we're gonna come back up onto all fours, and we'll go into the donkey kick. So lift one leg back. Remember you're bracing lats, core, glute. And, inhale forward, exhale to push back for this one. So we're gonna go to 10. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's grab your weights. And we'll go back into the lateral raise. So shoulders away from the ears. Load your core, slight bend at the elbow. And then exhale to raise. 3, 4, if you have pain in this one, in the shoulder joint, just do no weight for now. And get your body used to moving in this way. Last one here. Good. So step one leg forward. Think about pushing through with your glute and your leg muscles to stand. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, you're bending down to pick something heavy up. Bracing core to protect the lower back. The bracing of the core will also help to activate the glutes, which you want. So inhale, exhale. 6, 7, keeping that head neutral. 8, so you're not craning your neck. You don't want to squash the back of the neck. There's a big relationship between your core and your neck. So keep them both nice and straight and solid. Okay, we have 2 exercises left. So we're gonna move back into the overhead press. Palms face forward. Exhale up. Inhale down. So you're starting and finishing at the ears. It's tempting to kind of come down and slink down here. I want you to use lats and core to stay at the ears. Exhale up, inhale down. Remember, we're bracing core. 6, 7, 8, let's do 10, 9. Good, we can put the dumbbells down. You have an option to hang on to these if you want to for the split squat. Okay, this is your static lunge. So you would just have them at your sides like you did in the suitcase squat. Again, check in with your heel, your core, your glute. So I'm doing left glute. Inhale down, exhale up. This exercise trains the whole lower body, but think about glute. 4, you really want to get your glutes working. 5, almost everybody I've ever worked with who has lower back issues, their glutes were not working. 1 more here and we'll switch sides. It's just an essential muscle to be functional for alignment and longevity. 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to have a strong butt. 6, it's important. 7, you don't want to get stuck on a toilet when you're 90. Last one here. You're all done. Good job. So kind of a simple one, but enough, gets everything moving. And if you do this, like I said, if you do this 3 times a week, in a month, you'll be in a totally different body, and your body's gonna be like, what's next? Give me something new. Then you can consult some other videos. So thanks for working out with me, and have a great day.